ನೀನು ಲಾಗ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ನಾನು ಲಾಗ್ ಆಗ್ತೀಮ 12 ಆಯ್ತು.
Namaskaram, Vanakkam, Namaste. Good morning to everyone. Om Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Today's concept is through our Star IPA YouTube channel. We can discuss about the social issues. This is especially for the world welfare. I welcome you all, each and everyone who has joined this program. This is a unique concept about social issues because socially a lot of issues day by day we are looking into around us, which is directly hitting the human life. For example, the COVID, which has come to the whole world. Though it is a disease which is creating a lot of problem in the world population. Diseases, even time to time, we heard there was cholera, dengue, plague, and other diseases was there. In that series now, COVID, now Omicron. So, all these diseases used to come time to time. Why all the diseases are coming? Astrologically, there are reasons for that. Namaste, Mrs. Seemaji. Namaste, Banu. Namaste, Premaji. Welcome. So time to time, new type of diseases are coming out, and which is creating difficulties to the human life. This also we have been witnessing. Thank you, Srimati Radha. Please welcome. And what happens in such a way? Periodically, some other social issues, calamities, natural calamities, tsunami had come, some other flood-related issues, which are all coming time to time. And even sometime in Australia, sometime back, we would have heard that the forest fire spread. These are all the natural calamities. Sometimes landslides, snowfall, and there is no rain at all in some areas. People are suffering without the agricultural development. And these are all one side as a natural calamities to the whole world. And directly in the human life, personal life, activities in day-to-day life, we are all looking at as a social issues like a criminalism. Criminalism is like a rowdyism, a lot of people, even terrorism, so bomb blast, people are killing others. Even in our local areas and all, some of the people are violent. They are troubling others. So these are all happening. Even that is a terrorism or criminalism, there is a remedy astrologically. Even for the natural calamities, a lot of astrological remedies are indicated in Shastras. Then, about the personal life problems and all, relationship related issues, that has become a social issue. Dowry and harassment, domestic violence, even in the school and educational institutions, some of the difficulties to the people, to the students. So all this why? Why all these negative actions are happening in the world? In our Hindu year starting, we used to read Panchanga Shravanam. That is what we say, that Panchangam Padithal. Even in Tamil New Year or in Yugadi. So the first day we used to read the Panchanga. In that Panchanga, the first information is Jagat Jatakam. Jagat Jatakam. Jagat means the whole world. How the world's horoscope is. That is first scene. If the world is happy, we all can be happy. If the world is into trouble, we cannot live peacefully. Right, this is a basic understanding. When the world is happy, then well, the world is receiving the right vibrations from the cosmic, and well, the rainfall is adequate. Automatically, the production and other thing will be balanced. When there is no production and there is no rain, then the fight starts. So even between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, there is a never-ending problem, which is there even now. It's a Kaveri problem. Water issues, not only between these two states, and this is there with the many part of the world. Water issue. So why? If there are proper and adequate rainfall, automatically the water will be coming out. So when there is a scarcity, then the fight starts. Why the scarcity comes? What is the basic criteria, or what is the basic vibration? So this all can be discussed astrologically. We used to say, for this particular year, this is the planet is Raja, this is the Mantri, this is Arkadipati, Dhanyadipati, Rasadipati, Nirasadipati. Means we used to give the portfolio to the other planets, who is going to rule on this year and who is going to be a minister for this year to manage the resources for the human life welfare. Since 1998, I have been doing the world welfare in Karnataka, in Bangalore. So many people have been cooperating. We are continuing that. Now, recently, once the COVID is started, thereafter we have started the joint meditation for the cure of COVID, even for the world peace. My Sishyas and other organizations, our Kshema Foundation. Our Kshema Foundation has been performing all this yagnas meditation for the world welfare. So, right from the starting, I had that thought to do something for this world welfare and world peace. So, as a part of our activity, we are doing that. We can discuss who all have joined in this group in this live. You can put a question about the social problem. We can discuss about it, and many more chief guests also would like to join. People are interested about this topic. I have sent this topic to Commissioner of Police, many commissioners of police. So they have given their good wishes and for the welfare and for this program to be successful. So many people sent the good wishes for this program to be successful. Okay. There is a question: how do we work towards making our community to understand the social issues can be understood through astrology? Yes. So we'll have to understand the understanding. That's the basic. Whatever you said is right, because basically the understanding is totally different. Our school studies and college studies are not able to provide the real moral education. Previously, when we studied, there was a moral period, moral subject. They used to tell a lot of stories, storytelling session like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Tirukural, and other historical stories they used to say. So Rama is depicted as a hero. What is heroism? Doing goodness is heroism. There is a villain, Ravan. What is his duty? Doing something which is not right. So the differentiation between the hero and villain, the basic understanding, now it should be there, but the people are not hesitating to take that real meaning of hero and villainism. They are just copying the style of the hero, whatever he does. But for what he is suffering and for what means, for what cause, that the people are not ready to accept. That is what the very sad part of the people's understanding. For that, the right root cause understanding has to be given. Dr. Padmasri Bananjay Govindacharya, uh, he was a very big scholar in Sanskrit, lived in Karnataka. When I approached him and we were talking about the children astrology, he has given one tip for me, advice. So, what is right and what is not right? What is wrong? The knowledge about to understand this awareness should be developed. Then, automatically, during the studies, this has to be rooted into the young brains. Then automatically the awareness, whatever they studied properly, that has to be according to the practical life. I used to say, according to my book, I given the information that we need practicality on the moral studies. See, moral studies as studies only, which is not practiced. This is a social problem. Schools and educational institutions has to bring back the moral studies. That subject is very much important. So, when the moral studies, we have to teach the students what is a truth and what is not truth. If the people are not having the impression of the impact of the lying, they cannot be corrected. It's very difficult. So in the young minds, young brains, that is before 12 years of education, up to the 18th year of education, repeatedly this subject, this truth and lies, this subject should be implemented. What is right and what is not right. If some children are doing some mistakes, and you will have to make the child to understand how that mistake can lead to what type of the problem consciously, physical level. So it works on the conscious level. So the consciousness which is not explained, how that conscious is working in human and on their development, that is the problem. So we say that there is no right knowledge, all wrong knowledge implementations are happening. Manasu, buddhi, chitta and ahankara. All the manasu, buddhi and ahankara, they make all the partnership and cultivate wrong things in the children life. So that should be stopped. Further, the right knowledge has to be seeded, so that the understanding will be there. Social issues can be stopped. One more question. Can you say it? Our Panchangam has predicted the current pandemic on various virus variant. When will this end? Yes, our Panchangam, our Shastras have predicted there will be a virus attack or the pandemic situations. Even on my YouTube, you would have undergone my YouTube channel yearly predictions. In 2018, so 2019, what happened? October month, I have uploaded some videos for the Jupiter transit prediction. In that video, I have clearly explained that on that year, December 26th, I remember 6 grahas are coming together. That is not going to be a healthy one. That can create some pandemic or new diseases, impacts, viral infection and all. Even now you can see that. So many panchangas also have indicated. So we can only indicate. So now in our country, what happened? The real knowledge is a energy. That has been, that energy knowledge is not given, because that is the real knowledge. The people from the Western countries, they have come, they have looked at our India, and the educational system was very strong enough. They are learning about the energy and its implication on the human life and nature, and so that they are very much wealthy. That was the understanding. As soon as whether uh, they would have been Mughal or British people, whatever. Why people try to discover India? The meaning was, the answer is, India was wealthy. That's all. India was a wealthy country. This message has been spread over. So Columbus tried to discover India. He landed somewhere. And also many people have come from Dutch people, and other people have tried to discover India. Somebody have reached India. Even Ghazni Muhammad, he looted 17 times the Somnath temple in Gujarat. So we have studied in history. Why? Yes, tried. Because India was wealthy. How the wealth has come to India? Because our education system. Our educational system was very strong. Whatever the vibrations or the sound and light energies which is coming to us, and when to start what work, when to do the cultivation, when to do the harvesting, and what type of the auspicious functions has to be celebrated in the human life. That also when, how to, all these norms, rules, regulations has been built, has been formed according to the nature law. So we people were very much scholar in understanding the nature. So we have developed such a condition to execute. So we were following, our ancestors were following the norms. That is why they have been living very healthy. Many people crossed 100 years. So Sashtibda Purti, Bhimarada Shanti, Kanakabhishegam, even 100 years, crossing 100 years, even crossing 120 years, that is Purana Ayushu, Purana Ayur. Many people were living, crossing 120 years. So how they could live healthy without any problem, beyond the natural calamities, beyond the social issues, beyond the diseases, how this was possible by our ancestors. You can see our Tanjavur temple. Each and every time if you look at the temple, it's wonder, more than 7 wonders. How could they make it? So all this strength, where it has come from where they have derived the support, from where they have received the energy. Awesome. This has become a $1 million question. So there is answers. World welfare is in our hands. Now the world is in crisis. Pandemic, this crisis, it has given, the impact was very big into business, global business, the financial, economical deficit. Many people have lost their life. All the people who has lost their life, their atma, all the atmas who has lost their life, all the souls are roaming above us. We are just moving along with the souls of the people who has died in the pandemic. Many known people have lost their life. So globally, our globe, our earth is covered by the dead souls. Meaning the people who died, their souls have covered our earth as a layer above each and every country. In our Shastras, we need to give a proper pujas and other thing to send the soul to their places. So we cannot do now. In such a way, numbers of death was increased. So in this situation, it is very important to understand the source of the problem. When the source of the problem is diagnosed, then the treatment is easy. The source of the problems are whatever the external it may be, we have in our hand some of the remedies. The remedies, what we can do is, these problems can be solved by divinity. It is not just spirituality. What is right and what is wrong? This understanding we should have. Spirituality is, the spirit is energy. that is blended with both negative and positive. But divinity is pure form of positivity. So which is the pure form of positivity? That has to be identified and taught, practiced, and then automatically we can protect our Mother Earth, and automatically our personal life will be protected. We have a lot of remedies. Socially, one more approach is there towards astrology, because astrology, people are coming to astrology to understand their individual future. So many people has that ideology of astrology is only they will tell so many remedies. That are wrong ideas. Our life is with the total remedies only. Without remedy, life is not there. Wearing a spectacle is a remedy. Wearing a shirt also is a remedy. Wearing a helmet is a remedy. So all this material protection and remedy, when we are able to follow, when the people are having the knowledge of the energy and its impact on the life, everybody will be following the remedy. Because of the ignorance, people are commenting in a different way. So the knowledge about the energy that has to be implemented. According to me, I have been telling to many government and other authorities and all, bring astrology as a proper subject right from the primary education. When the astral logics are taught, automatically the energy implementation can be enjoyed, means understood. The knowledge will be transferred. When a person is having the knowledge about the energy and their impacts on the human life and social life, on the welfare of the world, then automatically you no need to tell to do the remedies, they themselves will follow. That is why British people, they have stopped all the real knowledge. Bacteria and virus are not known, not visible to the naked eyes, but the science and research, that technology that has been developed, so with the help of microscopes that has been identified all the viruses, its impact is this and that. That was the education is given. Now everyone understood about the virus, bacteria, so its impact, so that we need to protect ourselves by washing our hand, keeping hygiene, all the precautionary actions people are taking, in such a way. The energies knowledge has to be spread out. When the knowledge about the energies and its impact is known to the people, automatically they will be doing the remedy. Here only the British people, they have stopped our education system. So the modern education they have implemented, it looks like with a lot of suit and boot with the ties and other accessories, people started to fall for that. So slowly we have lost our educational system. Now what happens? We follow the Western education. Our real education and knowledge is lost. So they made us to think about in a non-real method. So our knowledge is entirely gone. Just we follow them. We become slaves for their style, medicines, and we become sick. So here the right is required. Now we are going to take this, for example, COVID. And then we are going to talk about one more social problem and a remedy. One more question has come here. How is the climatic condition predicted in astrology and how to prevent natural calamities across the world? Yes, all started with the loss of our ancient education. Yes. Thank you, Aya. Guruji, Aya Anbe Arunachalananda. He's a very big scholar in Sri Vidya and Varahi Sadhana. He is also joined us. Yeah, if you'd like to talk to our all viewers, you can make a call. Like you can talk about the thing. I will put in the speaker, and then the educational system, along with our practice, there also it's very important. The practice is going away. This practice, I'm calling you, Aya. What's up? One of my dear friend from Singapore. Namaste, Aya. எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
Namaste. I'm very good and thank you for allowing me to come inside for a while. I don't want to occupy your time also. But in the morning when I came to see this title, it really touched my depth of my soul, Shivakumarji. Not just knowing as you as a friend, but these are the topics which we really need to contemplate further, especially all our younger generations who are growing and the thinking faculty. You know, எப்போதும் இந்த அரைச்ச மாதிரி அரைச்சிக்கிட்டுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, you know, தோசை, இட்லி, பூரி, வடை, you go to hotel, same thing only. But can we go to some heights of our higher thinking? And upon listening to you for a while, I see that there was a methodology which you are applying, that the thinking or the practices in which you are speaking about now seems to be from a very ancient order, was already there. As you said, it's an ancient education system and all. But I would like to correct one point here. This ancient education system which you are talking about is actually leading already a thinking capacity already based in all human mind already. I'm owning Shiva's wisdom in me. Everyone. We are owning the dynamic Shakti in me. And from there, I'm going to act. When I act in this way, I'm thinking from, not just from the brain or mind, I'm thinking from Shiva's consciousness. And this is where we are going to really make changes in the outside material world. You know, when you were giving this topic, why I was so much celebrating, Mrs. Shivakumar, it is time that spirituality work along with the earth being, the economics, their way of living, their money, their relationship. All this must be rectified by the divine's power here to happily live in this world, and not to go to abstract somewhere and doing this thing and going to a monism and going around the mountain or streets to see God is a very wrong equation. And for that, I would like to thank you, Shivakumar, where you are bringing the younger generation to develop higher thinking. This is where we are going to change. We are going to change the economy. We are going to change the world, the way the nature is working. Everything can be done. My humble thanks to you that we bring about the ancient teaching and using the nature, in this case the planets, what there is telling us, what they are giving us, not to see them as some planets, see them as a being, intelligent being. And they have lots of answers they can give us. Through our body, we are all connected with all these higher beings. And from there, we increase our intelligence through the nature, through the moon, through the sun. Everyone's are intelligent. The more I absorb them into me, we are making great changes. Thank you for your time. I will come up some other time and chat with you. Thank you, Shivakumar.
Thank you, Ayya. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sri Anbe Arunachalananda, who is my very good and dear friend, and since more than 25 years. And he has set up his ashram in Tiruvannamalai, being a citizen of other country, and he had come to Tiruvannamalai and set up an ashram, and he is a spiritual guru. So thank you so much, Ayya. Yes, as when we go through our program continuously, astrologically, there was a question. Our climatic conditions, there is a question about it. The climatic conditions, you all know about our ozone layer. There are holes and there are a lot of contamination, damages which are all happening. So that we are receiving more ultraviolet rays to the land and ill health, all this. The climatic conditions, when we say astrologically, there is elemental planets. For example, Earth element is signified by Mars, Savai, Bhumikaragan. Water element is by Moon. Air element is by Mercury. And air and water joint element is by Jupiter. In such a way, all the Panchabhutas are governed by the planetary energies, what the astrology says. Here, the Panchabhutas, along with its health of the Panchabhutas. So when the planetary combination and the energies, how it works here is yearly one, Jupiter is moving one sign to another sign. So moon is moving in 2.25 days. Likewise, each and every planets are in rotation. So they all keep on moving. When they are moving, depends on their nature, on the based of the elemental sign of the astrology. For example, Mesha Rashi, that is the Agni sign. Simha and Dhanur also. Rishabha Rashi is a Earthy sign. What happens here? In Agni sign, when a watery planet moves, when the watery planet in combination with the Agni planet moves on, so all the predictions varies. So the elementally, the Earth may receive different blend of the energies by itself. So once that type of the energy is absorbed by the Earth, then it will react accordingly. So this is how it happens. For example, Saturn is a ice-based planet. Its surface temperature is 180 degree and above, minus centigrade. So minus 180 degrees centigrade. So this is the surface temperature of the Saturn. That is why when the Saturn is moving on your Rashi, for example, now Saturn is on Makar Rashi. So that energy is spread towards the Dhanus Rashi and also the Kumbha Rashi. So the three Rashis, its energy will occupy. So what happens here? These people are disturbed by more watery sign, more water or ice planetary suppression. So this is on individual it works. On the earth, how does it work? Saturn is called garbage. Saturn is called garbage. Saturn is also called waste. Saturn is called dirties, impurities, virus, bacterial attack, fungus formation. So these are all the qualities of the Saturn. See, whenever the Saturn become very dominant, now Saturn is located on its own place, Makara Rashi. The Saturn become dominant, which has the higher level of influence. So because of the higher influence on the Saturn, it is giving on the Earth. So the Earth is receiving illness, the bacterial contamination, pandemic position, difficulties to the Earth. So always negative planet should not be dominant, should not be influential. When the negative planets are becoming influential, so that is not good for the world. The Saturn is going to keep on dominating for further 3.5 years. Please note this. Makara Rashi further 2022 fully he will be here, and Kumbha Rashi 2.5 years. So 3.5 years of the span, the Saturn will be dominating a lot. So what happens here? Saturn domination provides a lot of contamination on the earth. Even people's mind goes wrong. They take wrong decisions. They take wrong understandings. Wrong practices they do. So happening thing will be wrong. So astrologically, the Saturn and Rahu, they are alike planets. Shani, so they both are influencing a lot now. So our Mother Earth is receiving a lot of contaminations from these planets. Even the COVID. So before COVID start, I indicated that Mars and Saturn together, there will be a blast. Out of that blast, there will be new diseases, which has come actually. Mars is a fiery planet, negative fire. Sun is positive fire. So when they both are together, both Papa Grahas, one is Agni and another is ice, there will be a blast. By that time only the COVID virus development has happened. So now the remedy, what we need to do as a COVID remedy. In body, normally, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. There are three doshas. When the Vata is called air element, Pitta is called fire element, Kapha is called water element. When the Agni Tattva, air Tattva and water Tattva, when they are balanced, one person will be managing a proper health. So here, The same understanding is required for the whole world. Fire energy, water energy, air energy, all the energy should be balanced. When the pitta energy is increased, we take some medicines to reduce the pitta. When the air energy is higher, automatically the gastric and other problem. So we take care of that by taking medicines. So here we need to cleansing agent we will have to produce. Here the positive fire is required. Positive air is required. The air pollution is reduced. And the positive fire should be increased. All type of, even garbages, finally they are going to fire. No? We do a lot of homas, pujas. The pradhana devata is Agni. For the Agni only we give the ahuti. The homa, how many ever homas we are performing, that much of powers, that much of cleansing can happen. Surya, the energy of Surya has to be increased. That is the meaning. Let us connect with the Surya. Surya is called righteousness, cleansing planet, nourisher. So, astrologically, the Surya is the planet for the nourishment. We need that nourishment. So that the same astrological remedy has to be applied for the world welfare. World welfare, homas, and yagnas in a big level, all the taluk level, all the even government temples or private temples, each and every temple, they have to perform once in fortnight minimum. ஒரு பட்சத்திற்கு ஒரு ஹோமம் எல்லா கோவில்களிலும் செய்யப்பட வேண்டும். சுக்லபக்ஷம், அதாவது அமாவாசையிலிருந்து பௌர்ணமிக்குள்ள, பௌர்ணமியிலிருந்து அமாவாசைக்குள்ளதாக நல்ல சுபிக்ஷமான திதி முகூர்த்தத்தில் ஒவ்வொரு தேவாலயத்திலும் ஒவ்வொரு கோவிலிலும் ஹோமங்கள் நடத்தப்பட வேண்டும். சரி, வீட்டில் என்ன செய்வது என்று கேட்டால், வீட்டிலே தீபம் ஏற்ற வேண்டும். நாம் அதற்காகத்தான் முன்னெச்சரிக்கையாகவே நாம் இந்த சமிருத்தி என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய தீபத்தை எல்லாம் வழங்கி கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். சமிருத்தினாலே வளம் அர்த்தம். சோ இந்த விளக்கிற்கு அத்தனை சக்திகள் உண்டு. அதை வேறு ஒரு நிகழ்ச்சியிலே தங்களுடன் பகிர்ந்து கொள்கிறேன். இதே ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರವರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಪತ್ರ, ಈ ಹೋಮಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸಿಎಂಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಹೋಮಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ತಾಲೂಕಲ್ಲೂ, ಹೆಡ್ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ. ಪಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಹೋಮಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಈ ವೈರಸ್, ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಗ ನಿವಾರಣೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. So even now I am giving my voice. So the homas and havans are going to help for this COVID pandemic situation. Then next, there is you can take another problem like criminalism. So on this criminalism, nowadays that crime is increased. When the crime is increased, people are losing their happiness, peace. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ பேசிட்டு join off minute. So the criminalism, when I was discussing with my commissioner friend, he was very much surprised to know about even criminalism is a social problem, can be minimized by astrological remedies. He was wondering about it. And the criminalism, that is how it has come. That is basically an individual's mind, the thought. That is why the thought is developed as a that thought is converted to do something wrong things on others. The thought is connected with the heart chakra and the Agna chakra. Astrologically, heart area is governed by Surya and Chandra in combination. Chest region and just below region. Here also we need the power from sun and moon. Sun is a positive intellect producing planet. So we need to practice the Surya energy. Astrologically, when a person is dominated by Surya, he never do wrong things. He will do the right things only. That is why Surya is signified for the government, king, ruling, righteousness, judge, all other truth related activities, and the right action connected activities. So implement the Surya's energy to one's mind. So when the Surya's energy is implemented, that is by astrological practice, chanting, prayer, and their chakra activation. Chakra has to be activated, Agna chakra, and heart chakra has to be activated. When both chakras are activated, automatically he will be with, when the heart chakra is activated, automatically the person will be induced by love energy, compassion, mercy. All that energies will be increased to his mind. The color energy, green color. So instead of, I would like to even suggest, even to the jail and all, the Qaidis and the prisons, they will have to wear a green color uniform instead of other colors. So this will be a remedy, color remedy. What happens? When the green color is seen, the compassion and the love energy is initiated. His mind will be smoother. It will become sadhvik. The arrogance and the violence will be minimized. This is a great remedy for bringing down the criminalism. And then, secondly, in the meditation, when the heart chakra with the proper sound mantra is initiated, automatically, even to the presence we can give the mantra chanting meditation to initiate and activate the Agna chakra as well as their heart chakra. 100% this is going to create a very big change. This will be a wonderful remedy. So, in this way, a lot of practices astrologically to receive the Sun and Jupiter energy. When the Sun and Jupiter energy, Jupiter will provide the right knowledge and the Sun will be providing the righteousness activity. When the both knowledges are received to any individual, automatically there will be a change in him so that a criminal's activity will not be possible. So this is called epigenetics. As a practice, we are feeding or we are seeding into our genes. As an epigenetic reversal engineering method, we can do something to make a person to change into good. So we have discussed about the diseases, COVID and other remedy, criminalism. Then one by one, even next session of world welfare astrology, social astrology, we can discuss a lot of problem. You can suggest which problem you want me to address. I can address, and also I'll give some remedy. Please write us, and you can send a WhatsApp message also on this number 93433 You can see that number also on the message area. Please, you can send messages to that number. And also your valuable suggestions, please comment on this video. And I want you to join me on this good programs. And please share this and make your friends and relatives and well-wishers to subscribe and watch this program. And thank you very much for your kind cooperation for this social astrology program. I appreciate your valuable time, and also I appreciate your concern about the world astrology, and my thanks to Ayya Anbe Arunachalananda, a spiritual guru who is located in Tiruvannamalai, and other friends and viewers. Next, tomorrow, Sunday, we don't come online. So, Monday, as usual, we are going to meet and we discuss about career astrology. The career questions you can send, so that can be addressed during online. 12 noon to 1 p.m. Monday, career astrology. We can meet. Thank you.